The 15-year journey of Uganda's oil and gas sector has factored in due diligence and patience to get to the current state. It is worth noting that only 0.05% of the 3,000 square kilometers of the Murchison Falls National Park will be utilized by the oil and gas activities in the development and production process. Sheikh Omar Diallo, the Total Energies and East African crude oil pipeline spokesperson, says the upstream and midstream phases have followed the time-tested and conventionally agreed principles of the environment and social impact mitigation hierarchy.
We do comply with these processes and with standards which are high standards level. And this is why we do say that this project for us is somewhere an exemplary project in terms of technical issues, in terms of safety, in terms of human rights. It is something very exemplary, and this is the reason why we do encourage people to come and to see how it is implemented.
His sentiments are re-emphasized by Uganda Wildlife Authority, a government agency that is responsible for management and protection of wildlife in and outside the protected areas. OA gives a comparison of where the project currently is vis-a-vis where it started from during the exploration and appraisal phase.
And you look at this site like you are seeing, it is more or less like blending with the rest of the area. And if it was not for the wellhead marker, which we are looking at just about 5 meters away from here, nobody would even ever tell that activity of oil exploration has ever taken place around this site. And the animals, when you look at the footprints all over, they are very many, meaning the activity impact factors like noise and vibrations never scare the animals temporarily, rather permanently from this site.
In an exclusive interview with UBC, while on a field visit to the oil fields, accompanied by French journalists and staff based at the headquarters in Paris and Kampala office, Omar underscored the importance of the project not only to the joint venture partners but to the region at large. The delegation is in Uganda at a time when ECOP and Tilenga are on the spotlight over a disapproval of the project by the European Union Parliament.
As there is no impact on the environment and the nature, and this is what we are doing, and this is what we are thinking, that our presence in this park will minimize our footprint and will minimize our impact in the activities. And at the end of the period, that is to say at the end of the process of production, our commitment is to have a park in better condition than today.
The call by the EU Parliament for the ceasing of diplomatic and financial support to Uganda's oil and gas sector has attracted mixed reactions locally and internationally.
It's a shock for us that a very developed society can depend on rumors to make conclusions. So we call upon the European Union and their friends to come here and get the right information and not to disrupt this project, which we know is going to be very beneficial for us and the people of Bunyoro and the people of Uganda. This is unprecedented.
Before the real implementation takes place, an environmental impact assessment is carried first. And the moment it is carried and finally agreed upon, I don't see why the project should stop.
The project implementers, however, are committed to mitigate any eventualities by adopting and incorporating appropriate legal and contractual frameworks which involve avoidance of sensitive ecosystems and mitigating manageable impacts, including reducing of impacts. Dennis Sigoa for UBC News.